Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. So last episode, it was very chaotic, right? People getting attacked left and right, and then the bodies were suddenly just missing, right? So we need to, I guess, check every place, but we'll start with the art room right here as this is the closest one. Oh, let's go, let's check it out. We got Aoi and Sakura here.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Sakura?
Huh?
Where could two dead bodies have disappeared to? Check the next room. It's locked. The door must be locked. But yeah, it doesn't have to be locked though. Okay, I guess we're gonna leave. Why is it locked? Very suspicious. Next is the rec room. The hammer is still there. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? Honestly, I'm really doubting Celeste here. Yeah, probably not. Probably just faking it, right? She's a liar. But what the heck is with this thing? There's no way Othello is related to the case. Is Othello? Oh no, it's different. No, I was thinking about checkers. No, it's different. And what was the other game called? Four of a Kind? Or whatever it's called, or I don't remember. So this is Othello. This is the one they kept mentioning. Okay, nothing there. Other side. 3B. Nothing here as well. Oh, Celeste. Makoto.
Come on.
We're just standing there. We need to get to the repository. You mean...
Indeed.
I found him. See? And she's the one who found him, right? It's way too obvious. It's Celeste that did this. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had been both hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Okay, their bodies were in the repository. So the repository is, I think, this one, right? The room next to, yeah, the art room. The one we couldn't get into earlier. Honestly, Sakura should have just kicked it open, right? Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw Byakuya is there. Both bodies, see? Celeste. And where's Hagakure still? He's still not here. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. What kind of excuse can Hagakure tell us though, right? Like, what can he even tell us? Like, where has he been? The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so, here we are.
It's the Monokuma file!
Okay, now we can actually investigate for real this time. Let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but it turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting.
waiting for you.
Now, make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
See ya.
Hmm.
Well then, now that you found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. What, is he gonna wake up now? With all this... Oh, he actually woke up though, look. He's alive! This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Winter is coming.
Hifumi! Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on, you gotta wake up! I remember everything. Before I met you all. I met you all.
See? You hear what he's saying? I guess him being hit in the head so much, he's remembering the memories. The forgotten memories, amnesia, right? All of them had amnesia. Or medically induced amnesia. Can you even do that? No, you cannot do that though. I mean, in a game. His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light.
Don't go to the light.
It's reaching out to me.
But then again, it's okay. There's a lot of 2D girls there.
Like the tail of a comet. Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
Who is it? Tell me.
Yasu.
What is Hagakure?
Hiro.
I'm thinking Celeste, but... I mean, yeah, Hagakure is not here. He's definitely the one in the robot, but... I don't know. But it's either one of the two. Yeah, either one of the two. They're collaborating. Either one of the two. And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splash his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then
I mean,
perhaps...
Byakuya can be... He's definitely an a-hole, of course. But I can't wait to see when the time comes that that Byakuya breaks, like he's crying and all. If that's gonna happen in this game, I'll be very, very satisfied. Like, yeah, he doesn't really care what happens, honestly. Like, yeah, the memories, right? All of them have amnesia. I wonder, though. Like, did Byakuya had any friends with these guys, right? Or were they best friends with each other? Yeah. Let's see. We will see. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. You cannot just say that though. That's the thing. Like, we need evidence, right? To make sure. If we get it wrong, all of us are gonna die. And then going as far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends.
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. But yeah, I was also thinking last episode, right, that maybe one of these guys, Taka or Hifumi, was also, what do you call this? Is also accomplices to this thing. But yeah, one of them got, what do you call this? Got a hit to stay quiet. But it's kind of slipping right now, right? I'm thinking that maybe it's just Hagakure now and just Celeste. Maybe those 2 only. Because when Hifumi there, he was dying basically, right? He said it was Hagakure. Right? Because yeah, Celeste is my number 1, what do you call this, suspect? I don't know, man. It's hard. Could Hifumi not say it was Celeste? But the thing is, it's kind of obvious though that it was Celeste because she was lying all the time, right? Like last episode, she was always stalling for time, right? Okay, let's just continue. I just continue for now. Yeah, we need to find more evidence. Although this time, it's not all that life or death. The trial would conclude without much trouble. We just need to find Hagakure first so we can actually talk to him.
Indeed.
It does look that way, but yes, for moving the bodies, it's definitely Hagakure, right? It's definitely Hagakure. He cannot move. Celeste, of course, was near some of the people, right? So she can't really move the bodies that easily. Hagakure is the only one who can do it, right? But the one who actually killed someone, that's the thing we need to find out. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Because yeah, for Taka, like we didn't see Taka anymore, right? Like he just died. When we saw him, he was dead already. Unlike, yeah, then Hifumi, we saw him a little bit, right? First time he was hit in the head, he was still okay. But yeah, he was injured. But the second time, someone finished the job, right? To make him maybe stay silent. Something like that. Fine, I keep talking because I'm thinking. But we'll continue. The victims were Hifumi and Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. And that's it.
Very strange.
It's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file code anyway. Maybe.
Well.
So there's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Yeah, Hagakure is still missing. And Kyoko as well, but for Kyoko, I'm not really suspicious about her because she was there with us on the dining hall, right? And I doubt it's Kyoko, at least not this early. We'll see her in chapter 3, right? There's gonna be, I guess, more chapters to come. If Kyoko is gonna kill someone, probably not right now. Maybe when... But I doubt it. I think Kyoko is just is one of the good ones here, for sure. Yes. She's just very mysterious. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if a killer wasn't acting alone. What if they had an accomplice? See? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
And yeah, I think Kyoko couldn't be an accomplice to anyone. Like, I doubt she could be an accomplice to anyone. Unlike Hifumi, right? Especially Hifumi could easily be an accomplice to someone. And maybe Hagakure as well, right? Hagakure for sure. Because right now, he's very one of the suspects. But Hifumi can definitely be a accomplice easily, is what I'm saying. Like, you could control Hifumi, right? For example, if you're Celeste, just say something to him, he will follow you. Why would Kyoko, for example, follow Celeste, right? That doesn't make sense. Why would Kyoko and... Yeah, if, let's say, Celeste is the mastermind, why would Kyoko follow her? Like, it's not in her character, at least how we're seeing her up until now, right? Unlike guys like Hifumi that, oh, you want 2D girls and stuff like that. Or even Alter Ego still missing, right? I forgot, yeah, Alter Ego still missing. Then maybe Celeste took Alter Ego and then she promised to give Alter Ego to Hifumi, right? To do something to help her in her, or whatever she wanted to do, right? But later on, let's say she ended him for him to be silent, right? Something like that. What question?
Yep.
I'm thinking a lot of stuff. I have a lot of theories right now. This is so nice. It is so nice. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I, during the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
See? There we go. That's what I said. Was it last episode I said this? Right? I remembered.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But in the case of the other characters, they can.
In other words...
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
sorry, I can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in the murder,
Phew.
only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well...
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
Extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. Okay. The true blackened, so just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be only one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then where's Kyoko?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that the hero is responsible. Really, Celeste? Really? Well, before the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I mean, I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. But the thing about Genocide Jack is, she has a certain way of killing someone, right? It's her art. She uses her scissors, and yeah, it's not scissors here.
What?
They use, yeah, the killer used hammers. I'm offended. You, when did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimming girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You've gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect though?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. But yeah, Aoi, didn't you learn last time that she has a pattern of killing? She's not just gonna kill anyone normally.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi now. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, though, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind that, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma file number 3. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. Why do you need to emphasize that? Big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? True that. Yeah. In the beginning, I thought maybe he... What do you call this? He moved? He could have moved still, right? But then again... Yeah, when we saw him here, he's so weak though, right? So I thought he could have moved on his own. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to hear the repository. No, okay, later. I was thinking of another theory, but I'll just maybe later. All the way to the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later, so for now I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer number 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait, something's off about this body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something is different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Oh yeah, doesn't have blood? His glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. Oh, now not that much, right? You see that? So maybe when he was in the nurse's office, it was fake. Yeah. So this is what I was thinking earlier that I didn't say. I was thinking that maybe Hifumi moved the body of Taka with him, right? And then when he arrived here, put Taka down there, he got a hit afterwards for him to stay silent, right? Yes, that it kind of makes sense now. You see the amount of blood in this picture from the picture earlier? The one earlier had a lot of blood. Maybe it could have been fake, right? You cannot really check the blood here, right? You cannot check like, oh, is this blood his or not? You cannot really say that. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses had been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Like, see, look at the blood on the left side. That is an absurd amount of blood from the right one. Okay, you're gonna repeat. Okay, you repeated that. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Oh, didn't we see a tarp on the other room, right? Yeah, we saw a tarp there. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. So this tarp was in... I forgot what's room, what the room is called. But yeah, the other room near the air purifier that Monokuma said. Yeah, the room behind it. Oh, look at the hammers here. Like, yeah, some are missing, see? There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some of them are like mallets. Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these models? But why design it to be like that though? Maybe to fit the design of the robot, right? The Robo Justice? Either way, all hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. This one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. What else is in this room? It's a dolly. It doesn't have a hand though. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room where we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's blood stains on it. So there's blood in the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? So probably used put Taka on the tarp, put Taka here on the dolly, and then moved it here, right? Many aspects to the incident this time, too many to be honest. Considering that it may be good to look back on everything what's happened.
So then.
Yeah? This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after that, we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor and quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. Honestly, this picture could have been faked there, right? I think like 90% it is fake. It was a Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice would drag Hifumi away. Honestly, it's very, very hard to drag Hifumi as well, right? Like in this state, the guy is like 300. How much? 350 pounds? You can just pull him easily. Even if it's Hagakure, he's tall, but he cannot pull Hifumi that easily, right? After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back to the second floor where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she apparently seen the suspect on the third floor. It's always Celeste that keeps seeing the suspect, right? Hearing her scream, we quickly made our way to the third floor. Celeste, what is wrong? That was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, that strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then this is when Hifumi shouted. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to get back. At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the third floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found him laying there. We found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the third floor to tell the others what had happened. But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all of this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared as well. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. So yes, it's Celeste again who found the bodies, right? Her again. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. And if you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. But yeah, she's very fast though. Celeste, she's moving so fast. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearance all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be able to be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things as well. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Yeah, I wonder though, what was the reason why, let's say first, why did Saka die, right? What was the confrontation there? Maybe he found out where alter ego is, right? Maybe he found out, for example, Celeste got the alter ego, and then that's why, let's say, Celeste killed Taka, right? Maybe. Because all the rule says if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps... I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as we're friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this later. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Aoi?
So,
Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but
And we came right to the repository too, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. And when we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Okay, I guess we gotta go. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. When Hina checked it, someone had already gone in and locked the door. So yeah. Okay, continue first. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have been beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Nurse's office, equipment room. So for example, in my theory, Hifumi brought Taka here, right? So there should have been a person here to kill Hifumi afterwards. But the door is only one. You need to go out the door if you want to leave, right? Okay. I don't know. It's hard to get an explanation for this. Let's just leave for now. Okay, let's go to the other side. Open sesame. Okay. So we got a hammer here. This is the biggest one, right? The weapon that was used to kill Taka. Body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. The blood. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. Yeah, there was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come here? Obviously. Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. What about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the first floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before and just recently. What are you doing here? I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Yeah, we check everything. Let's go to nurses. Yes, nurses. This side. What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if a hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could have not been gone for more than a minute or two. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything less than impossible. Hammer. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. Or blood transfusion, I guess. So yeah. Blood packets. It doesn't help me though, I'm not a vampire. Didn't you not notice that though? Blood packets. This thing here, the blood here might be fake, right? The one where we first found Hifumi might be fake. And then that's why it was a lot. They just, the accomplices, or I'll just say Celeste maybe, or maybe Hifumi himself, put it in his head, right? And then just, what do you call this, laid down here, baking it. It's just a normal trash can. There's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Okay. So this adds another thing. Yeah. Or another plus, I mean, in me thinking that Hifumi is also involved in this stuff happening. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth, and it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't had the slightest idea. But yeah, as Makoto said earlier, the glasses of Hifumi was wiped clean, right? Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Got him. So, what do we do next? We leave? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Oh yeah, he gave me that. This is an old hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. The penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is it? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already paid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, let's check. Can we cannot go down for a minute. His room is Taka, Makoto Mondo, Sayaka Byakuya, Junko Toko, Chihiro, Celeste, Sakura Aoi. The third room? Okay, here. Middle one. Yasuhiro. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. He has a lot of books here, and this is Hero's room. There are all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get all of this from? More importantly, he hasn't still turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? But yeah, what are these boxes here? I think there's something in the cardboard box. I mean, obviously it was him. It's blueprints for something, and something made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. This is Robo Justice, and it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me. Robo Justice have the arms bent like this. Yeah, look at the penmanship, right? It's different. It's not that good compared to the letter, right? That to meet with the dining hall. So someone wrote the other letter, and then he just gave it to people, right? What happened here? Did you see that? It was bugging. See, it was bugging. The camera is bugging. Okay, let's leave. Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. Okay, it's automatic. Thank God. Kyoko and...
I mean...
I've had the worst day. Hiro? Explain, but let's talk to Kyoko first.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well...
And there was something I had to check up on. What do you mean by that? Never mind. I can't never mind. She's so mysterious. That's the thing with her.
It's nothing.
Okay, never mind. Fine.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
And?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean... I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. I don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well,
Let me out of here!
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can actually get it off. A little help, please? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Hey, it looks pretty sturdy, but I don't think you can get it off on your own. I don't really have a choice, so let's help him. Free at last. So maybe Hiro is not involved. Maybe he was... what do you call this? What is the word? I forgot the word. Okay, there.
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear the costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
A good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little too far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean... attacking blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can talk your way out of this. It's been decided you killed him.
Please!
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself. Maybe you convict me, or before you convict me. So how do I put this? Hero was set up, I guess. Like, they put the things in his room. I mean, he is an idiot, right? They put him in this costume. Yeah, so basically set him up. So right now, okay, let's continue talking to him first.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo costume, or the Robo Justice costume. It doesn't fit, see?
Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now we are all out of excuses. No, see, it's cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true though? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone like tell me? Okay, remember what Hina said that the costume couldn't bend or anything, right? So... you can't really kill someone while wearing this. Yeah. So yeah, I think Hiro just got set up here. He's stupid and he just got set up. So I think it's Celeste, and Celeste's accomplice is... yeah, it's moving toward that. Is Hifumi. And then she killed Hifumi afterwards. Hopefully I'm correct. So what do we do here?
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Saka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
Tell us then. Saka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means alter ego or Chihiro must have done it. Actual idiot.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
How unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it. Okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
I know. The note. Note.
Um.
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can find about that, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remembered is going to the rec room. Then, for some reason, I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have some chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
Really? I told you, someone is trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. He is really dumb though. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Then show us the note. With pleasure, I have it right here in my pocket. It's missing.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? He must... Yeah, that must be it. He must be totally broke, and that's why.
Please.
Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you yet. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Yeah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Pete, and don't fail me now. I guess I'd better go back to guard duty. I was going to ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto,
I want you to help me with an investigation.
it would seem...
It looks like I got a late start in this one, so I need to make up some ground. I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help, so you don't mind, do you? Okay,
shall we go?
fine.
Hey,
So Makoto, first, I'd like to examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer that?
anyway,
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. You're right. Okay then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Okay, let's teleport there. 3rd floor. Hagakure? Just an actual idiot. Yes. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to be rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right and they were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth and she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand?
whew.
Are you oblivious to people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then,
Take a look. Oh, it's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's more likely broke when he had this encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced through the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. Oh, he has a note. There's something white in there.
Makoto. Because,
Rigor mortis has already set in, so boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay, as much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper only,
Hey.
though. Was that all he had in his hand? That's it? Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse from the nurse's office where he was discovered to here the repository. All the way from the first to the third and all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. Furthermore, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Doesn't mean someone wiped his glasses clean, but who would do that and why? Okay, she's not saying anything though. Yeah. So did you find anything?
indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. Oh, what a paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden? How?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of it, it was stuffed down his pants. It's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That's it, the same thing Hiro said. Yes. And then he was telling us the truth. Oh, okay. So the note that Hiro gave to everyone was actually real. That was his penmanship. It was very good, right? It was really good. So I was wrong there. So the one that we saw in the boxes in Hiro's room, the penmanship for the blueprints, is the same penmanship of this one. This note we got here. It's literally the same. So, yeah, that's it.
However,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. Oh, for him it's 1 a.m. Time is different. Hiro told us the note said to meet at 8 or 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. But then yeah, you see Taka with the note, right? There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need an answer, or to need to answer. The note Hifumi had.
hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their ebooks or ebooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may have come a point, however, a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. You're right.
Shall we go?
But yeah, I have my stuff already though, so we got this. Suspect is Celeste number 1. Accomplice is Hifumi number 2. How it happened? We'll just have to see. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Oh, we got 2 Monokumas now. I mean, I guess you could say that, right? The first one exploded when Mondo touched it, right? When he tried to do something to it. So yeah, I guess there's a multiple Monokumas.
Wrong!
Not multiplication, it just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is a real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here, let's go.
Let's go.
Please!
I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate, then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Good idea. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives... The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed 2 of our friends. the killer is someone right here. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Honestly, as the game goes and then we get fewer and fewer people, like it's of course I don't know if I'm correct or yet now, but it's easy to pick suspects now compared to when we started, right? Especially with Leon in the beginning, right? There were still a lot of them. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only cause of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break.
Yahoo!
I'd never hold on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. I would want to save, yes. Okay, so we've made it here. So we're gonna end our episode there. Jesus Christ, that investigation was pretty long, right? So what we learned in the investigation is Hagakure is an actual idiot, right? Suspect number 1 is still Celeste in my books at least. And then the accomplice is gonna be Hifumi, but Celeste killed him afterwards. So that is just my theory for now. We're gonna have to find out what really happened in the next one, right? So we're gonna do more of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye-bye.